Hey there folks, welcome. It is the 10th of September. Just here in the pottery, I'm just doing a little bit of decorating with my pigments here, cobalt and iron oxide. And I've just banding these lines on these pictures. So basically just a simple picture that will have wood ash sprayed over the outside, which reminds me I have to prepare some more wood ash from my firebox because I have run out. We're just listening to a little Greg Brown on the radio here. Yeah. So I recommend you all have a go at learning how to brush decorate. Get some brushes. I mean, I got a variety of all kinds of brushes here. That's a homemade brush. That's another homemade brush I was given. That is another homemade brush, which has a wire. I forget how that is for, what that's for actually. I was given it by a lady down in Texas. It's got that bit of wire has a reason. I'm just trying to think what it is. Yeah, this is a cinnamon brush, which is good for doing hakame. You know, if you want to do hakame white slip work, get one of these cinnamon brushes. They work pretty well, and they're nice and coarse, you see, and they're ready made. Then I've got a couple of special brushes here which nobody has seen yet really officially. These are what I call compass brushes. So basically, as you can see, I've hot glued a piece of dowel with a needle there on the end. So how that is used, as you can imagine, is you rotate it around like that, you see. This one, because it's flat, is better for flat surfaces to use that on, like a plate. Because if you want to do it on a curved surface like this, as you can appreciate, you need to trim the brush, the ends of the bristles, so that there's a curve, you see, so that it marries up to the curve of the pot. When it's flat like that, it's really better suited to a flat surface like a plate. But basically the idea is you can do a rotation like that with a brush with pigment. It's a hot idea. Somebody will now take it and run with it for sure. I couldn't find one anywhere online. I looked for them. This was one I did with just a little bit of a wooden dowel, you see here, and it works in exactly the same way there, just going around like that, you see. If you want to get a round decorative window, let's say, on the form of a pot, then something like that is for sure useful. Yeah, brushes, you know. I actually most of my decorative work is done with these kind of brushes, which are Japanese. I don't know if they are genuine Japanese. It always used to be that the Japanese ones were better than the Chinese knockoff ones, if you know what I mean. Okay, where are we? Let's do another. Yeah, so just center it on the banding wheel, you see. Load up the brush here. Now you want to make sure that you're getting enough pigment with the water. You don't want to be too watery, but neither do you want it to be too thick with pigment. That's something you got to just learn. You'll learn by doing. Okay, so just going to touch the brush here on the top. You know, this is not really high-tech stuff, but I mean, you know, we use the banding wheel just to get a fairly even, nice application. This is not an easiest of forms to do because it's got a pouring lip, you see. Okay, so now we're going to take a bit of cobalt. Again, you know, with the cobalt, you've got to make sure I have water here in this. Again, you don't want it too thick and heavy, you see. You just got to get it. That's only experience will teach you that. No quick fixes, I'm afraid. Okay, so apply, holding the brush, rotate. You see what's going on underneath here with my fingers? You want to get a banding wheel like this that has this. You see that bit there? That's what I can go like this, and I can stop it just when I want. Now, if you've got one of these really heavy-duty ones, which you've got to go like this, it's not so easy to stop it, just stop-start where you want. That's why I prefer these. Personally, but I mean, you know, it's just my preference. Okay, right, so let's see now. I'm going to, oh, actually, didn't quite finish this, did I? Alright, I'm going to take some of this, apply the brush, hold, and then I'm going to rotate, but when I get round to the other side I'm going to stop dead, you know, like that. So it's just a line, you see, it's not, and you know, if you look at the line, closely, you sort of might think, oh my gosh, Simon, that doesn't look very. Look like a child has done that. It's so kind of wobbly, you know, and it's okay, don't worry. It'll be okay. Don't panic. It will be all right. I told you that anybody could do this, you see. Okay, so we're just gonna first of all do the top edge here like that. I've got more water. I tell you, when the weather's like dry like this, the water out of the pigments here, it really evaporates kind of quickly. So I'm just, let me see if I can get this so you can see. See what I'm doing here? I'm just sort of getting this a nice brew going on here. Yeah, you want a nice brew, yeah. Get it nice. Get it right. Stay there, will you? There you go. Okay, right. So, yeah, you want a nice brew of. Okay, so you go around like that. You see I missed a bit there, you see? See that? Don't worry. Just load the brush again and just with one simple little stroke. Okay, it's done. It's one of the nice things about pottery. Nothing is necessarily final, you know. You can I'll do this one a bit different. You can come back and see, there's hope for us all. You may think that you're no good, but neither am I. Just keep plugging away, you know, you'll get it. Now, we have a little knife here. Sometimes, you know, we just have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery, as my dad would say. A bit of jiggery pokery, you know. Oh, shoot. Huh. I put my brush in the wrong pigment. How about that? That's not good. That means I gotta... I'm just squirting some water over it. So put it in the right pigment now. I didn't want to have to get up and go and wash the brush out in the middle of the video particularly. So I just did that. Okay, here we go. Okay. So you see I'm kind of, you can rest however you need to, but you want to hold this brush when you're doing this rotation. You want to keep that steady, you see. Okay. And there's another. So that's the sort of, you can expect something like that. Actually, that's not the, it's not the best one. Here's a little bud vase, which is the same pigment combo, you know, with cobalt and iron. Okay, folks, we got a workshop this weekend. I've got 7 people coming, so I'm working towards getting ready for that. If you're interested in a Leach treadle wheel, one of these guys, is one of these pottery wheels. I'm having 5 made, and I've got 3 available. They'll be ready in November. Okay, so give me a shout if you are interested in a Leach treadle wheel. Simon Leach Pottery at gmail.com. Write to me or phone me up. Numbers on the website. Okay. think that's about it for now, folks. Thanks for joining me. Just a little brief window here into what I'm doing. That's a crosshatch design on the handle there in cobalt. Yeah, join us for a workshop. Buy a wheel. Keep practicing. Don't give up. All right, practice will get you where you want to be. All right, folks, that's it for now. God bless you. Take care. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.